Now, as a little information, white pencils, like many other colors, they actually vary considerably. So I'm going to do a little color chart here for you, except it's going to be a white color chart, but so that you have a comparison between some of the pencils. So here I've written down the names of all white pencils that I have to hand. There are others around. Up to you whether you feel the need to try them or not. Faber-Castell Polychromos, which is what I have here. Let me just... And I'm going to do a white block. I'm going to press quite firmly in this side. I'm working on black paint on paper. I wanted the black so that you could see how different some of the whites are. I'm pressing quite firmly here. And then I'm just going to tickle it outwards a bit, just so you can get an idea as we go along of how the whites can vary. So that looks reasonably good. You know that colored pencil is transparent, and consequently you will always see the black paper through it. Then we get onto the Caran d'Ache range. Now, if I want something whiter than the Faber-Castell, my personal pencil of choice is this. It's the Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle. In other words, it is actually a watercolor pencil because it says aquarelle. I use it dry. I don't use it wet, and it works amazingly well. Here you can see what it looks like. Caran d'Ache, white, the Museum Aquarelle I've already sharpened off, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to press again reasonably hard here. And already you can probably see the difference. Much whiter. And then I'm just going to blend it outwards slightly. When you're working with it, it does feel slightly sticky on the paper, but that's because it's not an oil-based pencil. It's designed to be water-soluble. But you can see the difference already, even with a little bit of dust there. Get rid of that. Okay, now I'm going to go on to another one. Let me just put those two out of the way. I'm going to use the Caran d'Ache Luminance. Now, the Luminance pencils are your oil or wax-based pencils, and the Luminance are, according to what is said, sort of the Rolls-Royce of pencils, light fastness, so on and so forth. They're also quite expensive. So, you know, we do have to bear that in mind. But also a very good density of white. Perhaps not quite as white as that. According to my eye, you really are welcome to disagree with me. You can see quite a lot of crumb around. You know, pressing firmly does break up the pencil slightly. Not that that's the end of the world, but it's just a point to consider. Let me get rid of all that. It is definitely whiter than the Faber-Castell. I don't think quite as white as the Museum Aquarelle. Then I am still on the Caran d'Ache range of pencils and the Pablo pencil. Remember, we spoke just now about the Pablo in the lime green. Pressing very firmly to begin with. And again, a really good density of white. And then a little more gently, just so that you can see it. You don't have to press gently. I'm just showing you a variation so that you get a pretty good, and not as much crumb. Again, I don't think quite as white as that. It would depend too on the light under which you are working, but I think the light which I'm working under is a pretty good reflection of how white these whites are. I know it's splitting hairs, but you'll see as I progress through the work that it does make a difference. Then we also get the Holbein pencils. Holbein pencils are actually a Japanese pencil. Artist Holbein pencils. And here we've got the white as well. And we've got another pencil, quite crumbly, but that has a good density of white. Quite a waxy pencil when you work with these. And I'll just blend it outwards slightly so you get an idea. I wouldn't say there's a huge difference between the Pablo and the Holbein. But, you know, that's for you to make your decision. And then finally, and I say finally, there are other white pencils out there, but these are the ones that I happen to have. Finally, we have got the Derwent Drawing Chinese White. So I'm pressing nice and firmly to begin with, and then just tickling it outwards as I go. Again, quite a waxy feeling pencil. Let me get rid of the dust. There we are, we're back. So that is a selection of white pencils. I would say I really do prefer that one. It's sometimes, however, quite difficult to get hold of, but I do prefer that one. However, these two I think are probably the next whitest. Again, the decision would be yours, but they are definitely whiter than the Faber-Castell Polychromos, and that can be an important factor when you're creating an artwork.